Well, good morning, everybody. This is Dr. Tom Schlueter with today's Tom's Take. The moment has arrived. Today is the day. We will gather as a convocation, a gathering of eagles, at Global Sphere Center in Corinth, Texas. We will start at 7 o'clock this evening. Chuck Pierce will be setting the stage for us as we gather together as the ecclesia, as sons and daughters of the Most High God. As we gather together as a grassroots network to carry out what God has destined for us to be, not only in Texas, but across this nation. I want to just share briefly some things that I've shared over the last several years. What's the reason for this meeting? Well, the Lord started speaking to me last summer, as I've shared a couple times over the last couple weeks, that today, this season, is the now season. This is when things are going to come into fulfillment. And as he spoke that to me, he reminded me of the fervent, passionate, repetitive work that we have done in rehearsing the words that have been given over the state of Texas, over all the years, but specifically the words that were given back in December of 2003 when Chuck Pierce and Dutch Sheets did their 50-state tour. Those words have become a bulwark for us. We have fashioned everything after them because they are very significant for this hour. So I want to reread these two words that the Lord gave Chuck and Dutch. Dutch first. There is a mantle on Texas to birth forth change in America. I say there is a governmental anointing on the state of Texas, on the Church of Texas, to rise up in her position in heavenly places and begin to legislate and begin to effect, to release the government of God that changes the government of man. He's calling us to the high places. And this change is beginning now. Then Chuck said, there is a nation in your loins, and you will birth a nation. I'm going to stop there for a moment. Chuck has mentioned many times, Texas is one of those few states, really the only state, that was a republic, its own nation, before it became a part of the United States. So there's a nation in our loins to birth a nation. God is giving you the authority to address giants who are stopping it. And it won't be stopped. There will be a grassroots movement from Texas that will be seen throughout the nation. And the giant will be addressed. It will be known that from Texas a nation was birthed, a nation went to war, and a nation had the victory. I know with everything in me that is the now word for this season. As we gather a convocation, remember a convocation in the dictionary is the name that is given when eagles all gather together. So there are eagles gathering from all across the state of Texas. There are eagles coming from many of the other states of the nation. There will be many that will join us online as we stream it starting this evening. But those that gather will experience a great outpouring of God's glory as we see a birthing taking place in our midst. And I want to remind you that the birthing is not going to happen because of some special leader, even myself, on the stage. It's going to happen because God has prepared, indeed, a grassroots movement. It's you. It's you, the people of God, that are on the ground, that are in your cities and your towns and your states. You are the ones that are the mighty remnant that God is using in this hour to indeed birth a nation. And this remnant is not 500 or 1,000. I believe with all of my heart we have hundreds of thousands of intercessors, maybe more, millions, all across the nation that have been pressing in for this moment. So please join us in pressing through with this. There is a passage from Proverbs 21:22 in the Passion Translation that has been a key word also during this season. It simply says, a warrior filled with wisdom ascends into the high place and releases breakthrough, bringing down the strongholds of the mighty. We are those warriors, those eagles, those of God's calling that God is using in this hour to answer the most important prayer that we have all prayed for many, many years. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Today is the day. I know that many of you are not going to be able to be with us, but if you are, get ready. We will start at 7 o'clock this evening. You're watching Tom's Take. Well, this same channel, Dr. Tom Schlueter, is going to be the channel that is being used to live stream it starting tonight. We will go tonight. We'll start again tomorrow morning at 8:30. Go probably till 9 or 9:30 tomorrow night. And we will keep you posted on streams when they start and stop. And then we will again start at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning and finish around 10. But come and be a part of us. You may say, well, it's too cold. Yeah, it is cold. But we are the very power of God being used in this hour to bring forth this birth, to bring forth the desire of the Lord. So please, try every effort to be on site. It's free. You'll come in the main doors on the east side of the campus there at Global Spheres on I-35 at Corinth. You can register. You'll get a name tag. You'll have an opportunity, if you're going to be here tomorrow, to buy a lunch, and they will provide that for you. But come. And again, if you can't, then please press in as you watch live stream. It's going to be a powerful demonstration of God's very righteous actions in addressing the giants and bringing forth his kingdom. I am excited about seeing many of you face to face. I'm excited about what God is going to be doing in this hour. And this is a birthing process. So we're going to have a lot of work as a follow-up to what happens this weekend. But God has prepared us for this season. Now, blessings to all of you today. If you are traveling, please, I ask that you would be careful. The roads are clear. It's very cold here, but the roads are clear. The airports are open. And so come and be a part. And God's wise and beautiful revelations be given to each one of you as he opens our voices to make our decrees to bring forth God's designs. I will hopefully be with you again tomorrow morning. It'll probably be one of my iPhone Tom's Takes, but I'll see you tomorrow morning and hope to see many of you in person tonight. Blessings to all of you today.